Welcome to Gaming Top Down. Today we're going to be looking at and unboxing Yokohama from Synapse's Games. This game was designed by Hisashi Hayashi, and this is the second version of the game. There was an earlier version from a different publisher, but this is the Synapse's Games version. Pretty big, thick box. Should be a lot in here, so let's go down to the table and see what all of the pieces inside this box look like. Okay, down here at the table, here is the cover of the box, and here is the back. This game plays 2 to 4 players, I believe. Yeah, 14 plus is the recommended age, and takes about 90 minutes to play. Includes 2 mini expansions as well. Let's open it up. Surprised by how thick the box was. The length and width of the box is pretty similar to a Ticket to Ride sized box, but it is a little bit deeper for sure. All right, first up is the rule book and game components, setup, general rules and order of play and flow of a turn, matching country icons, end game conditions, final score calculation, how to win, descriptions of icons and of the gameplay area. Very cool artwork here. Where are the explanations of the mini expansions? Oh, here they are on the back. Achievement reward tokens and free agent 5 power tokens. So a couple of very mini little expansions you can add in as well. All right, there is that rulebook. Next up, we have some player aid cards. We'll look at those in a minute. All right, we've got some punch boards here. These are double layered player boards. Very cool. So this is a purple player, and then I think these building trays here, or tokens here, that allow you to build buildings will go out onto the board underneath the main locations that you can visit. And then this is a player board with their buildings, and meeples will go slotted in these spots. Very cool. Since they are double layered, it's pretty thick cardboard in there. A little tricky to punch out even because of that. Cool. I love double layered boards. Just helps to keep all your pieces where they should be. So there are 4 of those. Got purple, blue, pink, and yellow, it looks like. I do wish they would have removed either pink or purple, replace that with some green for me, but hey, with how cool these double layer boards are, I will forgive them. All right, so there are those 4 punch outs. Then there is what looks like another big stack of punch outs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Oh, and some of these have kind of a glossy finish on them. I don't know if you can see that in the camera here, but this red border on the edge of these square pieces is kind of shiny and glossy. Anyways, these, let's take this kind of sleeve off of them. Here, these are the different locations I think that you will be visiting in the game. So the board is actually going to be made up of these little mini boards to kind of set up a variable setup for each time you play. And it does look like there's a little punch out here as well for when you send a worker somewhere. Again, they will kind of nest inside there. Cool idea. There is also artwork on the back. Very cool. And these must be like some end game conditions, I would think, or objectives you're racing to get. First person to get 5 brick probably puts their meeple here and gets 8 points, and everyone else can get 6 from that same objective. So that might be what these boards here are. And there are some more here, and it looks like on the bottom of basically all of these. And they are different colors. This one is kind of a glossy blue along the outside. Let me turn up the lights just a tiny bit, and maybe that will help you see that glossiness a little bit. It's a little tricky to capture, but they are kind of a glossy edge on those tiles. Blue and yellow spot here. And it looks like they show on the back probably the number of players that you need in order to include this version or this tile in the game. Okay, and then we're going to have a bunch more of these, I think. Yep, 3+ there. Okay, oh, these are actually some smaller kind of location pieces. Here are some of these resources. They do sell like a separate box to get deluxe pieces, metal coins, and I think wooden resources for some of these other things, but this is what comes in the base box here. The tokens for the mini expansions are highlighted in purple. Looks like you can play as America and some other countries as well. I don't know what resource that is. This is probably, what would that be? Cloth, yarn, string, something. I like the way these pieces look. I'm excited to play this game and see how the variable setup of the boards affects each game. I think it is a huge or an important part of the game. Okay, almost done with these. Cool art on the back. Again, 2 more. We got fish and imports, it looks like, for these yellow resources. Now I feel like my lights are too bright. We're going to go back to half. There we go. Okay, and this is the last set here with the other mini expansion. Cool. Lots of punch out boards. All right, and then there is a tray, or what looks like maybe a set of trays here in the bottom of the box. So there are 2 removable trays for the resources. This one has pictures for the fish, and what are the other ones? It looks like maybe the gold or the money, the 1 and 3 yen pieces. So that is cool that you can just remove those. And then this one is the other resources we saw, the imports, I don't know if that's copper or gold or some valuable metal there. And these other resources here, whatever that one was, and I'm not sure what all of them are, but I do like that. That will make setting the game up quite a bit easier and faster. Okay, and then left here, we have 4 bags of wooden resources, some extra baggies, 2 sets of cards, and the player aids. So let's scoot the box out of the way just a little bit and look at the rest of these. So it looks like each player will have a bunch of pieces of their color. You have kind of a, looks like your like major worker that is printed on both sides. Then you have smaller ones that probably go in those spots that on your player board that are double layered. You have some buildings of 2 different shapes. One kind of looks like a house and one like maybe a church building or something. And I think that is all of the pieces. So there will be those in the 4 colors. We'll look at those in a minute. And then there is the ship piece. I don't know if this is just a first player marker or if it has some other use, but there are those. And let's just hold up the other colors so you can see them. Here is blue. Where's the big worker? Oh, we've got you here. Big worker. Small. Very small worker. My hands are too big to grab that very well. And the 2 buildings. pink here. You can probably see these through the bags just fine, but just for thoroughness, I guess, I will pull them out. And I didn't get the big worker from here. There we go. Okay. Big worker, small worker, church, and house. That's probably not the correct names. They might be ports or something. There's pink. And then purple here. Big worker, church, small, and house. Cool. Whoops. Dropped those everywhere. Okay, last couple of items are just cards, looks like, other than the extra baggies. So let's open these up. Okay. Player aid for each player, and they are big. That's a big, big card. End game conditions, final score calculation, and a turn summary. Love that. It looks pretty thorough. Again, just based on the size. So hopefully those are excellent. And then there are two sets of small cards here. They look like they will be like 45 by 68 millimeters maybe. And give me just a second, I will open them up. Okay, looks like there are two stacks or decks of cards. I don't know what they are, but they have different backs here. These ones kind of have a brick wall and a gear icon, and they look like you might play them, and it gives you some ability once per turn or during the movement step whenever you complete an order card. So maybe these give you some variable setup or something at the beginning. They do also have a certain country's flag at the top right corner. So maybe you can only draw them or use them if you are either in that country or playing as that country. I don't know if you play as a different country. Probably when you are in that country, because I think you do move along kind of the trade routes in the ocean there. So let me zoom in real quick. We'll look at these cards and then finish this up. All right. Stagecoach, University, Ball. And hopefully you can see those. These are very, very small cards. And Gaslight, huh? Stock market. I'm just going to flip through them pretty quickly here. You'll have to let me know if you've played, I think it's called Istanbul. It's a game with a pretty similar, I think, movement system to this game, where you can take an action in a straight line through your workers, and they will kind of be removed when you take that action, kind of limiting where you can move to in the future. I have not. See, these contract cards looks like if you are able to complete some kind of contract, you probably get this bonus at the bottom. Build a building, get a victory point, I would imagine. 3 victory points. So there's just a bunch of these cards as well. And here they are just super quickly. All right. Ooh, that's a big one. And that is going to do it here for everything inside the box when you open up a copy of Yokohama. Whoops, I'm too zoomed in here. Of Yokohama from Synapse's games. Let me know in the comments if you have played this one. I'm very excited to try it out. I like a good medium to medium heavy Euro game, and this is one I have heard about and been anticipating for a while. So excited to try it. Thanks so much for watching this unboxing, and I will see you on the next one here on Gaming Top Down. Till then, see ya. Thank you so much for watching this video. As most of you know, Gaming Top Down is an independent endeavor. I don't accept money from publishers for previews or opinion-related content, but there are a few ways that you can support the channel and help me keep the lights on. Liking this video and subscribing to the channel helps me to grow. If you're thinking of getting a game that I covered in this video, please click the affiliate link in the description of this video. It helps to support me and doesn't add any cost to your purchase. I also do a weekly gaming podcast where I talk about the board games that I'm playing along with my brother. You can check that out on Apple's podcasts and on Spotify. And you can also get that podcast 3 days early over on our Patreon. You can follow the Patreon at patreon.com/supergamebrothers completely for free. But if you do support us over there, you get some extra perks like being able to write into the show, getting early access to the show, voting on the games that I'm going to cover and review, and lots of other fun stuff. Thanks so much for your support, for liking and commenting on my videos. You really are what helped keep the lights on for me. Thank you.